You've just tuned in to the nexus of inspiring, encouraging, and uplifting leaders who share their successes and their failures. Insights that will motivate, cultivate, educate, and illuminate your path to a very bright future. Welcome to Shaping the Future podcast. Here's your host, Gregg Kell.
And welcome, future shapers, to this episode of Shaping the Future podcast. And today, we're going to meet Valerie Parmenter, the owner of RV Stripes, Graphics, and More in beautiful San Bernardino, California. Valerie, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about it.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Valerie Parmenter. I'm the owner of RV Stripes, Graphics, and More by VIP Enterprises, as Gregg has stated. I operate a RV repair facility. We do renovation, upgrades, all kinds of good things to keep your RV looking good again.
Excellent. And thank you for joining us today, Valerie. A little bit, we in the future shapers into believers understand that passion is an element that drives a successful business. What are you most passionate about in your business today?
There's a couple things that come to mind, Gregg. One is, first of all, always providing the best quality that you can always provide to your customers, and not only in relationships, but in the work that you perform and the products that you use. Don't ever cut them short. You know, the other thing is keeping a good relationship going with your customers and your employees. You know, being friendly, open, and easy to discuss issues and problems with them.
So relationships are very important to your business.
Yes.
Tell me, when did you take the helm of RV Stripes?
In 1993.
Excellent. So you've seen a lot. We're talking like 25 years.
25 years,
right?
Yes.
93. You've seen some ups, maybe a few downs.
That's correct.
Certainly some bumps in the road over the years.
For sure.
Yes, Valerie, we understand that life sometimes throws us a curveball. Things don't turn out the way that we thought that they would.
Right.
Would you share with our future shapers listening today a short story about your worst experience as the leader of RV Stripes?
I think my worst experience would be my own fault as a result of being a little bit too trusting to my employees. And I had an employee that kind of was trying to steal the business from me. Once I caught on, of course, I ended that situation, but I had to repair a lot of damage that had happened in the interim. And part of that had to be rebuilding relationships with my vendors and my customers, standing good for everything that was promised that was not delivered. And that was my fault for not paying enough attention, not paying close enough attention. And as a result of that, I certainly have changed the way I operate now. So
keep your eyes on the ball, right?
That's right. You got to keep your eyes on the ball.
What lessons did you learn from this unfortunate experience?
Well, like I said, you have to really pay attention, keep your fingers in the pie. You know, that's the most important thing.
Outstanding. Tell me, how did your overcoming this negative experience contribute to you being the successful business owner that you are today?
I just try to stay more involved, stay as involved as you can with all facets of it, with customers, with employees, day-to-day operations. Don't give away too much. You know, you have to be careful. Like I said, what you inspect, you can't expect any more than you inspect. So,
and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, future shapers, a value bomb dropped by Valerie. Don't expect what you can't inspect. Right. Is that got that right? No, or vice versa?
It's vice. You can only expect what you inspect, basically. You know, don't expect things to work perfectly for you unless you are inspecting the work. You're watching things, making sure. Don't take anybody else's word for it. It's your business. No one's going to look after it any better than you are. You're the only one that counts.
Measure twice.
Measure twice.
And cut once.
That's correct.
Outstanding. Okay. Now, here we are at the beginning of May of 2018. Valerie, when you look forward into this year of 2018, what is your most important goal at this time?
This year, well, highest profits, and we're getting ready to achieve this year the highest profits we have ever achieved in 25 years. So that I'm working towards that goal, and I'm hoping that I'm going to make that. But the other thing is, in that, that means we're busier. We have to produce more. I want to maintain that quality of service and workmanship.
So, in quality is important in the outcomes that flow from RV Stripes.
100%.
You're not going to generate the revenue or the profits if you find your quality standards declining,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
And you have to be involved and inspect
Right.
and be there.
Right. And the reason that is if you don't have the quality, you're not going to get the referrals. You're not going to get the repeat business. It all comes down to, it all rolls downhill.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you do an excellent job, customer service, high quality outcome, it flows back to you from happy clients. They
Right.
tell their friends and they come back and they continue to use your services.
Right.
There you go. Now, I understand 2018 is likely going to be or will be a banner year for RV Stripes. But in order to achieve that, there are probably some challenges that you anticipate down the road. What are the biggest challenges that you're facing right now?
Keeping the schedules, keeping everybody in tune, and keeping them all working towards their goals and their future. Sometimes you have to, quote unquote, crack the whip. To keep everything on track so that you don't fail in keeping your promises to your customers. That's very important to me. Because if I say you're going to have your product delivered on a certain date, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that happens. And that means I have to have happy employees that are willing to work towards that goal to meet that schedule, to meet that deadline.
Valerie, you strike me as a strong leader.
Yes.
But you don't strike me as a crack the whip kind of gal.
I'm not. I know. We're not. We have our work family here is very warm, and we're very concerned about each other's well-being and our personal situations as well.
So your challenge is keeping everyone in line and ultimately marching in tune to achieve a larger goal.
That's a good way to put it.
It's hard to keep everybody, all the ducks flying in all the time because it's people.
Well, this particular industry, or what we do here, one job is dependent upon the other. So if one person slacks, it affects everybody's position. It affects the work that everybody else performs. And we here are a paid by the job kind of a company. So everybody is motivated to get their work out, and that's the way it works for us.
And everybody understands that their actions affect other people within their family and in the process.
That's right.
And at the end of the day,
their
actions impact their customers.
Right.
And so do they take a lot of pride individually in their work?
A lot of individual pride.
Doesn't that make you feel good?
That feels great, yeah.
Going back to the challenges, I understand it's hard sometimes to keep everyone in line, but what concerns do you have about ultimately your ability to have that maximum largest revenue goal for 2018? Any concerns at all?
No, I don't. I think we can do it.
Outstanding. Okay. Advice. You've seen a lot. You've been around for 26 years?
26 years, yeah.
Is there any really good advice that you have received that you can share with our Future Shapers audience?
Just keep in mind that you're only going to get out of it what you put into it. You're going to have... Owning your own business is a lot of hard work. There's a lot of benefits to it. There's a lot of hard work involved as well. It's not a 40-hour-a-week job most times. It usually requires a lot more than that. But if you're good, stay organized, stay on schedule, you'll have a successful life at it.
Future Shapers, another value bomb dropped by Valerie Parmenter. You only get out of life what you put into it.
That's right.
It is a direct correlation. I call that sowing and reaping.
That's right.
It is a very simple concept. Sometimes it's difficult.
Sometimes it's very difficult, and you have to do it not only with the business part of it, but you have to do it with the relationships within the business, the employees and the customers. You have to learn how to communicate properly so that they will, in turn, want to work for you and respond to you. So,
excellent. And as a team, marching lockstep to a larger goal.
That's right.
Tell me, Valerie, we in the Future Shapers audience believe that simple actions and habits over time work together to yield an outstanding future, the results we're all trying to accomplish. But it happens with intent. What are you doing now, Valerie, to shape your professional future?
Actually, my preferred future right now, Greg, is I am at the end, near the end of my career. So it's a little different for me. I'm trying to shape it and prepare it for the next in line for my business. So I'm not quite sure. I'm at the end now. You know?
I understand. Yeah. So you are sort of shaping the business so that there's succession.
That's right.
And everyone will profit and prosper there.
Correct.
That is outstanding. It's good to have that future understanding.
It's a good business, and it's a needed business, and it's great for the industry and the community, so I want to keep it going.
Valerie, we in the Future Shapers community believe that as citizens, it is our responsibility to be involved in helping to shape the future of our nation. It is a responsibility we as citizens have. Tell me, what is America to you?
America's the land of opportunity, as we all know. But again, reiterate that you're only going to reap what you sow. Basically, you really have to put the work in to be able to accomplish that opportunity and to succeed at it.
Outstanding. Okay. Now, as we move toward a completion, our Future Shapers audience would like to get some advice. You're speaking to the people that are listening now that would like to be business owners. What advice can you give to them?
Oh, gosh. Keep your head up. Remember that failure is not an option. If you really, really want this, you will achieve it. You just have to be prepared to work hard, put in the hours, and keep your relationships good. Keep your character strong and steady, and be honest and loyal.
Honesty, integrity, work hard, character up.
Right.
And that, essentially, are the suggestions from Valerie Parmenter. Thank you for your time, Valerie. Would you please share with the Future Shapers audience how those interested listeners can contact you?
Sure. My website would be a good shot. It would be www.rvstripes.com is a good starting point. Otherwise, I'm in San Bernardino. My phone number is area code 909-376-0395. We're on Hallmark Parkway at the north end by the Cal State San Bernardino College.
Thank you, Valerie, for sharing with our audience today. And to all those Future Shapers out there, be prepared, stay tuned, get ready for the next episode of Shaping the Future podcast. It'll be here before you know it. Signing off for now.
Thank you for joining this episode of Shaping the Future podcast. We leave you, Future Shapers, with this challenge. Act boldly today to shape your future, because if you don't, it will absolutely be shaped for you.